This is the FCTO Daily Forex News Report for the 18th of June 2013. Financial markets are generally staying in established range as traders and investors are awaiting Federal Open Market Committee rate decisions and Ben Bernanke's press conference on Wednesday. The Dow closed 109 points higher at 15,180, near to the midpoint of recent range of 14,484 to 15,542. The Nikkei opened lower today, but pared much of the loss and is back above the 13,000 handle. The dollar index is hovering in tight range between 80.5 and 81. In the currency markets, Euro-US dollar is held below last week's high of 1.3389. British pound US dollar edged higher to 1.5751 but lacked follow-through momentum. US dollar Japanese yen hovers above last week's low of 93.78, though mild weakness is seen in the Aussie following the release of the Reserve Bank of Australia meeting minutes. The Reserve Bank of Australia minutes for the June 4th meeting said that the inflation outlook may provide scope for further policy easing. The central bank noted that interest rates had declined further as a result of the board's decision at the May meeting, and the exchange rate had also depreciated noticeably, though it remained at a high level considering the decline in export prices that had taken place over the past year and a half. It also noted that it was possible that the exchange rate could depreciate further over time as the terms of trade declined, which would help foster a rebalancing of growth in the economy. In Japan, Finance Minister Aso said that it's appropriate for the Bank of Japan to stand pat on policy during the last meeting after introducing easing of a different dimension back in April. He saw that only a small segment of the market was looking for additional easing. Meanwhile, Aso also noted that Japan hasn't been in the spotlight at the G8 meeting for some time, and more countries are starting to appreciate that our policies will contribute to the development of the global economy. And Japan's cabinet ministers said G8's stance was an approval of so-called Abenomics. Looking ahead, UK inflation data and German ZEW will be a major focus in the European session today. In the UK, headline CPI is expected to accelerate to 2.6% year-on-year in May, while core CPI is expected to climb to 2.1% year-on-year. PPI could also show higher upstream inflation. German ZEW is expected to improve to 38.1 in June, while Eurozone ZEW is expected to rise to 29.4. From the US, headline CPI is expected to rise back to 1.4% year-on-year in May, while core CPI is expected to be unchanged at 1.7% year-on-year. New residential construction data will also be released later in the day. For all the news affecting the Forex market throughout the day, join us at forexcurrencytradingonline.co.uk. That's forexcurrencytradingonline.co.uk.